Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're focusing in a little bit more and zooming in depth on the stories that the borderline personality disorder, the quiet personality, the quiet borderline personality, some of the stories and some of the schemas that they tend to have as integral parts of their personality, or their underlying feelings, their underlying fears, their pervasive thought patterns, their pervasive emotions that tend to create a lot of their temperament, a lot of their anger outbursts, the irritability, the self-inflicted self-loathing, the feeling that they're not good enough, that they're empty, they're worthless, and that cause them really kind of a lot of emotional lability, explosive self-injurious behavior, feeling out of control, feeling like they don't have a rein on their emotions. And oftentimes that is the fear that others are going to mistrust or abuse them, come at them, that they always have their worst interests in mind. So they tend to engage in a lot of false accusation, false accusative thought patterns, cognitions, feelings, in distrust of others. So they're expecting that others will abuse, hurt, humiliate, subjugate them. So they tend to create a big wall of defense constantly. And so this is a pervasive feeling that they're always trying to defend against these people who they fear or feel and kind of catastrophize within their mind that these people are going to abuse, hurt, humiliate, shame them. And so keep a wall of defense and a wall of kind of protection and a wall of preventive outbursts. So in other words, they're going to lash out at you before you've even, done anything. They're going to lash out with false accusations for thought patterns, feelings, and behaviors that they're assigning to you erroneously, which you have not done. They're going to assign these to you through kind of a false accusatory and sort of projection. And this can be quite pervasive in their relationships and cause a lot of relationship problems, relationship rifts, where they tend to then be all, very extreme thinking. So either you're all in and you're all good, you're great, you're awesome, I only see the roses, and then otherwise, you're all bad, you're dark, you're evil, you're going to abuse me, you're doing this to me, you're causing issues, I'm jealous, you're distracting me from what I need to do, you're a problem, you're an obstacle, you're not good in this way, you can't do this, you can't do that. And so they assign a lot of blame, negative qualities, scapegoating, things of this nature to those individuals who they are projecting these humiliating behaviors to, even though they might have, and oftentimes they do have nothing to do with reality, they have nothing to do with who you are. They tend to overperceive, and misperceive, kind of exaggerate situations, blow them up out of perspective, blow them up out of proportion. And you're like, originally, I think a lot of people tend to then internalize this, and there is something wrong with me. I am not good enough. I am flawed. I